printers here with quite a large box from Japan. I'm not going to pick it up because it's a bit bulky. It's not that heavy. I do know why it's so large. There's one particular item in there, well, two particular items that take up a lot of space. The first one here. Now I've actually been after one of these for a while, but haven't been prepared to pay much money. And they come up all the time, because you do have to take into consideration how much the freight costs when you buy them. So I got this for under $10. It's not perfect by any means, so I'll just take the sticker off. And it is a boxed Super Famicom. Now the box isn't perfect, as you can see, a little blemish there, but that's in pretty nice condition. And I mean, I've been fairly fussy. I was trying to choose one that wasn't yellow, so I'll just hold this up. It actually looks fairly complete. The unit isn't yellow, at least on the front. And it's not yellow on the back either, so it's actually really nice. It's got the manual, two very nice conditioning things. Because see, I only have a PAL SNES, and they're not easy to mod. AV cables there too. I mean, you can mod them, so you can make them 60 Hz and multi-region, but it's not that easy a mod, and very easy to wreck your original system. And we even have the power pack as well, so I can plug that into my converter, although if it's the same plug as the power one, I'll be able to use that. I'm just trying to see. Oh no, that was the right way. So outputs is 10 volts, 850 milliamps. I have to check and see if the plug size is the same as the Australian one. If it's not, I'll have to use this with my down converter, because that's only 100 volt input voltage, so you can't plug it into anything else. You can't just plug convert it, you've got to actually change the voltage. So that's very, very cool that I finally have a 60 Hz system. Very important, because I'm still developing Super Nintendo, Super Famicom games at the moment, and I need to make sure that it's going to work in all regions, so I needed an NTSC system. Okay, but there is actually two systems in this, and that's why the box is so big. So this is the thing I originally won. And then I thought, and then I got lucky with Famicom, and I got that for under $10, so that's really helped with postage. This has taken a long time. This has taken almost 3 months to get here. Sorry, it's really well wrapped, so I'm not complaining. I've got enough bubble wrap, so I'm trying to preserve that. You know, bubble wrap everywhere here, aren't we? So next layer. So occasionally an MSX system will come up on the Japanese sites. They usually go for a bit much. A few of these have come up, although mainly the MSX2 model. And then I said I win one like this. So we have a Panasonic A1 WX, or FS A1 WX MSX machine. The box is in pretty good condition. It's got a little carry handle on the top there. Very pleased, because I don't have a lot of boxes for my other systems other than my original Express. But everything looks like it slips out. We have, let's take the books out first. We have, sorry, quite a large manual there. That one has basically about the system itself by the looks of it. And our other manual, just show you there. Oh, actually that's two manuals. And there we go, we've got a book on BASIC and MSX DOS as well. All in kanji, not particularly useful, but nice to have complete with the system. Obviously don't need them, but right, let's try and slip the system out. Okay, there's a couple of joysticks with it. I wasn't expecting that. So we've got needs joy card, which looks like it has rapid fire on either of the buttons. I don't actually have a MSX game pad, and there's actually a second one in there, a joy card as well from Arvel. This one doesn't have turbo on or anything like that. Was not expecting those. Just being careful with this packaging. Now the system is not what I would call clean, but the polystyrene is all there. So I'll hold that up so you can see. So there's the system itself. It has a speed slider on there, so you can change the CPU speed. I'll have to work out what the middle button does. There, it really needs a clean. Keys feel like they're in good condition. You've got a key thing there. We have a disk drive in the side, a check button, second joystick port, first joystick port. And the other side, looks like we have a big power on button. Another area there. On the back, we have an MSX expansion slot, which is similar to a cartridge slot. Mini Centronics, which the MSX made the Mini Centronics. We have RF out, and we have composite and single channel audio. We also have an RGB connector as well, so I might be able to get a SCART connector, and that would be a tape connector as well. So slot here, they're both just normal slots, so you can put a cartridge in each without any trouble. It really needs a clean. So it's MSX2 Plus, so it's one of the later machines, which is really nice. It's only got 64 of main RAM, so it's not a huge MSX2 Plus machine, but beggars can't be choosers. And of course all my MSX2 Plus machines have to come with 128K of video RAM, because that was the minimum for MSX2 Plus. Very pleased to get this machine. Looks like underneath we have a spot for a real-time battery clock, I reckon. Oh god, there's batteries in there. Right, they don't seem bulging or anything wrong with them. Okay, good. So this one actually has a clock, which wasn't a common thing for machines around that time period. So very looking forward to getting one of these. So obviously Panasonic were one of the very good supporters of MSX, and they went on after this to do I think there's a bigger version of this one, but then after that they actually did a couple of Turbo R models as well. They use an even faster CPU and an even better graphics processor than MSX2 Plus. Don't know whether I'll ever get one of those. They're supremely expensive. Now there are a couple of other items in the box that have come along as payload. So we better have a quick look at those. So there may or may not be some gameplays with this. Let's put it this way, we've definitely got some Super Famicom games we can try out and see if the system works. Right, but first we actually have an MSX title. Sorry, just carefully removing this sticker. And it is F16 Real Dogfight. So a flight simulator, which of course I'll probably be hopeless at. different case. That slides out. And we have a tray, and there's a cartridge hiding in there. There we go. And instructions at the back. Hopefully that'll give me some idea of what the keys are going to be. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be pretty lost with that one. Now, I can't remember whether there's anything too fancy with these Famicom titles. I think they're all cheapies, but we'll see. Okay, I've been looking at trying to get the Gundam games if I can, because some of them are shoot 'em ups, and I mean most of them are strategy games, but some of them are shoot 'em ups, so you never know. This one looks like a strategy game, so Cross Dimension Fortress. It's in good condition. I'm not going to open all these up because they're actually very good with the wrapping. This is triple wrap. Okay, next. Well, that's a good one. We'll definitely be able to have some fun with that one. It's a beat 'em up. I think, or maybe one you work through on characters. I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually played it. It's Final Fight. In really good condition. I'm not going to remove all the stickers up here, I'll damage something. Next we have, what do you reckon, a tank strategy game. If I remember, I'll try and pop up some titles. I'm not sure how many of these you'll be able to play. And way cheaper to get in Japan, and dime a dozen, is Chrono Trigger. Copies of this pop up all the time, multiple copies all the time, and they don't go for very much. So that's another RPG for the RPG collection, which of course I can play with the translation patch on the Retron 5. And that's in really, really good condition. Right, we have a few more. Oh, and something fell on the floor when I opened the box before. There's actually a mouse for the MSX as well. I do actually have another mouse, but that one looks pretty nice, so it's good to have a spare. Because there's a couple of art programs that are available around the MSX 2+ era that are not too bad. Right. Okay, it looks like it's another RPG with turn-based battles. Alright, Fire Emblem, by the looks of it. That rounds out the RPG collection a little bit more. And this one's definitely we're going to have a play of. Managed to get another one for the shooter collection. I've heard a lot of good things about this one on the Super Famicom. I haven't played the SNES or Super Famicom version of it all, and it's Area 88. So we'll definitely be giving that one a play, especially be nice to see it playing at 60 Hz. I've got a couple of games we need to play. Right, another RPG with a really nice cover, Ruins of Ilvanian, and with some very nice looking graphics too. And an absolute classic, also very cheap, Donkey Kong Country 2, which I don't actually own in PAL, so I only ever got the first one, so I've never played the second Donkey Kong Country game. So if we get time we might do a gameplay of that one as well. Right, sorry for the cut. I realised there were a couple more things hidden amongst the bubble wrap. I know nothing about this particular title. It's not often that I get a Neo Geo CD title for cheap. I don't think anybody else bid on this. Maybe they didn't know what it was. I mean, I don't know what it was. It looks like a puzzle game. It's called Joy Joy Kid. It's in really good condition. Definitely looks like a puzzle game. I've got Puzzle Bobble for the Neo Geo CD, and that plays really well. Looks like you can play this one versus as well. you know, two sides. Probably got to match up, and a bit like Tetris or Connect 4 sort of thing, you know, Connect 4 things to make them disappear, and it's in perfect condition. There was also Armoured Core LR for the PSP. I like mech games, okay, so, and that looks like it's never been used. Everything's inside, it's in really good condition. And one more thing, which actually rounds out my Rockman collection for the Game Boy, and it's Rockman 5. I believe I've got 1 through 4 already. Don't think I'm missing any others, so Rockman 5 is the last one I needed in those. So not that I'm very good at Rockman games. We'll see how we go. I'll definitely do a gameplay of the Neo Geo game. If we get time, I'll do Rockman 5 because I can do that in the Game Boy player. Alright, let's get on to those gameplays. Okay, the Panasonic MSX works. It's actually labelled WP word processor, so it actually has quite a few productivity applications. I'm just using my knee for the mouse here, so that's obviously the word processor, some sort of address book maybe, not sure about that one, telephone list maybe, mailing list, AV, so it's talking about video, printing, maybe drawing, calendar, and of course basic. So let's just try one. Use the mouse. Yes, it's going to be very difficult to use some of these, I think. It's calculator, right? These are tools. So what's the second one? And that's a calendar. And the last one is clock, maybe reminders or something like that. Just bring this one back up again. Sort of like, maybe that might be print settings. Let's try the word processor. I mean, it's going to be a, yeah, obviously kanji mode and things. So that all works quite well. Now the disk drive doesn't work. I was expecting that. I'll have to replace the belt in that. I've just given that a quick test. It does have the turbo button, that seems to work and speed things up. And I said the mouse works fine. So what I might do is, I don't have a lot of MSX 2+ games, and one of them is disc based, so I can only load that with cartridge. So what I'll do is I'll grab out Space Manbow, which supports MSX2 and MSX2+, and we'll try out that that joystick with the auto fire as well and see what it's like. So hang on a second, I'll show you the full boot sequence here. So you get logo, tells you how much RAM you've got, and we go straight into the cartridge. Found out the front port of my TV the sound doesn't work. Space Manbow goes into a bit of a demo here. It takes a second for the audio to kick in. I'd be worried for a second after I plugged it in. I thought there was something wrong with the audio here. There we go, the sound. So I'll just go straight in. I forgot auto fire turned on the green button. Missiles. Fire. Lovely game. You play it on an MSX 2+. Second button, you can change the direction of fire. I did something. How about every time I don't record this game, I play quite well. But every time I do record this game, I play. lots of games to play in this this video. Controller works quite well. Who's playing the game might be doing a good job. Oh, flew straight into that. But anyway, so that's only using mono output. I'm going to get a proper RGB SCART cable for this particular unit. As you can see, it gives a really decent display out of the unit just as it is, so I'm very pleased with it. I'll get it hooked up, might leave it on this side of the room for playing MSX games in front on the big TV, which is quite enjoyable, and might be able to play some of those other ones that I've had trouble capturing, and do some more gameplays. And I've got this little controller, and of course I've got my arcade stick as well. Alright, let's see if the Super Famicom works. Alright, so as you can see, the Super Famicom works fine, and I'm using my my SNES power supply, so that means I don't need use up another plug on my converter, which is great, and it sounds wonderful already. So press start, using a bit of Mode 3 titles there, so push start. Now, I have never played this game, so, but I've grown to like beat-em-ups over the course of the buttons are yet. Okay, yellow one jumps. Everything goes. No. What's this going? Show buttons. So I really don't know the controls, so. Missing out a pickup there. I don't mind being upset. Obviously I'm going to focus at this. I have no idea which bits of the background I can pick up. Right, you do a leap and then you can do a kick. Oops, lost my life. That's better. So I love the music in this one, this is pretty cool. Oops. As I told you, I wouldn't be very good. Love the live sprites. Whoa, what's this guy? Is that luck? Good, how do you actually... Oh, look out. How do you hurt him? Oh dear, that's not going to do any good. You get at least a few lives. Hey, did I actually do it? I don't know how many lives you get. But I am definitely enjoying this. Now I might be able to finally really enjoy some of the Super Famicom game collection that I've got. Oh, damn it. Go through lives quite quickly. At least it's generous on the lives. Probably good for a beginner like me. I can't believe I'm surviving as long as I am, by the way. So sorry if it's getting a bit tiresome to feel, but I'm enjoying it. Now I screwed it up. That's life. Oh! Oh, there we go. That was extremely a lot of fun. I'm really glad I got that one. Alright, I'm going to try some of the other games before I use up too much time. Right, we're going to have a really quick game of this one. This is just proof that it works. So it's got the same games on there. Press those. I've never played the second one of these. Get those. So you're going to connect the bars. Oh, and that gets us our companion. Hop on top of them. Basically, lovely dexterity game. That we all love. Anyway, I won't play this one for too long because I obviously need a bit of practice and stuff, but go! And I need to sit down and play it properly, so just checking to make sure it works. But yeah, when I get some time, I'm going to play through that one. Alright, before I move on to Area 88, the Game Boy player for my Power one doesn't seem to work in this, so I'll leave the Rock Band gameplay for another time, and I might get another one of those Game Boy players for the Super Famicom, which is probably the system I'll leave plugged in all the time. So I've hardly got any Power Super NES games anyway. Alright, let's try Area 88 out. Right, here we go with Area 88. It's a nice big intro thing. I've never played this particular version, so I don't even know what the controls are. So I've got a default chip, so just going to select the defaults. Oops. Can't hold the button down constantly. You don't die, mate. You don't die immediately. So that's your bomb. Just hold the button down all the time. obviously need lots more practice. Alright, we'll give that Joy Kid a quick go before we go, because I'm interested to see what that's like. But I'm absolutely rapt of having a Super Famicom now. It's been one of my aims with getting the Super Famicom collection of games. I'm not necessarily going to play the RPGs on this system. That's what I got the Rectron 5 for, but I've got all these lovely Super Famicom games that I never got to play. I owned my SNES since new, but I've hardly ever had any games for it. And this will be fantastic, being able to play these without this stupid adapter. And there are actually a couple that I could never play, like one of the Parodius games. Always used to complain. And plus I am doing SNES and development at the moment, and I really do need an NTSC system. So we shall show more of that at a future time. But let's go play Joy Kid now. Right, gone through the loading phase for Joy Kid. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, AB. That was sort of trying to tell me what to do and I didn't pay any attention. Okay, so we're going to try and... Yeah, okay. It's Tetris. But, yeah. Whoa, moves quick. It's going to be a long time to go. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to release the balloon guy, not fish thing. No. Oh god. I've really stuffed it. I'm dead. This will never cease to amaze. Oh. That's rather quick. Let the balloon out. Yeah. Whew. I'm not going to last very long with this game. Yeah, I can tell. So this is definitely a different. Oh. No. Oh. No. I'm dead. It's called toast. And I'm dead. So that's actually quite fast. Well, that's a fun little oddity to add to the Neo Geo CD collection. As I said, I really do like Puzzle Bobble on the Neo Geo CD, so it's just another puzzle game that I can play from time to time. The Neo Geo CD usually is played in any session I have in front of this TV when I'm just playing games, not recording. So very welcome addition to the collection, and it was only a couple of bucks, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Probably this controller is probably not the best one to use for that particular game, though, that I will say. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this very large pick up and play episode. I mean, a computer, a console, and quite a few games as well, but I've definitely enjoyed them. I need to clean up that MSX system, get a belt for the drive, but other than that, that's going to be my gaming MSX system on the side of the room, and absolutely stoked to get that Super Famicom, because I've built up quite a decent collection of those games. So, alright, I'm Electric Adventures. Thanks to all my subscribers, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.